If your soulmate just had a huge fight with their family. Because of you, this message is not an accident. It found you at the exact right moment. Before we go any further, comment the word truth below so I know you are receiving this message right now. My child, come close. What I am about to share with you is not just words on a screen. It is a doorway into the hidden struggles, the silent tears, and the fears your soulmate has never spoken out loud. There is a truth they carry deep in their heart, and their family is trying to force it out before the time is right. This truth is tied to you, to your destiny, and to the bond one wove between your two souls long before either of you took your first breath. Right now, in this very moment, your soulmate is standing in the middle of a storm. Everything around them, their family, their surroundings, their expectations, has turned into pressure and noise and hard words. They are fighting for you because deep down they know your presence in their life is not ordinary. They know the connection you two share is not something the mind can fully explain. It is spiritual. It is destined. And honestly, that scares them a little. Welcome to the Angel's Message for You original channel. Please check the channel name carefully. It's Angel's Message for You. This is our only official channel. Beware of copycat and fake channels. Stay connected to the original source to receive authentic angel messages and true blessings. Before we begin, a heartfelt thank you to Sharon, Valerie, Darcel, and Gabriel for sowing a seed for Soulmate through your Ko-Fi super thanks. May this seed return to you multiplied with soulmate blessings, divine protection, love, well-being, and abundance. May the angels guide and watch over you every step of your journey. Thank you for your beautiful support. Their family wants them to reveal something. Confession. A hidden weight that has been sitting on your soulmate's heart for days, months, maybe even years. After the shouting, after the accusations, your soulmate has gone quiet. They are somewhere alone right now, head in their hands, breathing heavy, wondering how everything got so intense. And in that quiet moment, the first name that left their lips was yours. They whispered your name with trembling lips, because you are the only person whose presence can calm their storms. The only one whose energy softens their pain. The only one who understands their soul, even without a single word. You feel like home to them. And yet, my child, your soulmate is terrified. Not of their family, not of the fight. They are terrified of losing you. Terrified that if they finally tell you the truth their family is pushing them to reveal, you might misunderstand. You might pull away. You might think they lied to you or kept things from you on purpose. They are afraid the truth might break you, might create distance, might make you question their love. But hear me clearly. Your soulmate never hid this truth to deceive you. They hid it because they were afraid of hurting you, because they wanted to protect you, because they could not bear the thought of losing you. I have watched them try 1,000 times to gather the courage to tell you. I have watched them rehearse the words in their mind, type out messages, and delete them before hitting send. Every time they looked at the trust in your eyes, they simply could not do it. They kept asking themselves, what if they think I used them? What if they leave? What if this changes everything? If only you could see how heavy their heart feels right now. Guilt, fear, confusion, and love all sitting inside them at once. They want so badly to hold you, look into your eyes, and finally say everything honestly. But right now they are trembling, because this truth has reached the point where it can no longer stay hidden. This is why the fight happened. Their family does not understand the spiritual bond between you two. They sense the connection, but they fear it because it threatens their control and their plans for your soulmate's life. so they are trying to drag the truth out through pressure and fear, even if it shatters your soulmate emotionally in the process. But I am not allowing this truth to come out in chaos. I am not allowing it to be spoken in anger. I am protecting the timing because the timing carries a divine purpose. Listen closely, my child. The truth that is coming will not destroy you. It will free you. It will bring you closer to your soulmate, not farther away. This is not a truth meant to hurt you. It is a truth meant to prepare you. It will finally explain the strange silences, the moments they pulled back even while loving you more than anyone else ever has. Your soulmate is not turning against you. They are not betraying you. Right now they are fighting for you against their own family, sitting alone with their heart racing and tears in their eyes, whispering, "I hope they don't hate me. I hope they understand." You are not losing them. You are not being replaced or forgotten. In truth, your soulmate is choosing you so fiercely, so bravely, that even their own family is stunned by how deeply they love you. They have never fought like this for anyone before, because their soul knows you are not temporary. Their heart knows you are destiny. I want you to know something. You are safe. Your connection is protected. This truth will not break you. It will build you. It will unfold in divine timing, not human pressure. And you will hear it gently, clearly, honestly, not through chaos or confusion. For now, rest your heart. Do not assume the worst. Something sacred is unfolding, and I am guiding both of you through it. Your story is not breaking. It is only beginning. I know your heart has been trembling since the moment you heard about this fight. Your mind keeps circling the same questions. What truth? What are they hiding? Why now? These are not ordinary questions because what is happening between you two is not ordinary. So let me bring you comfort and clarity, because you deserve to understand why this is happening the way it is. Let me take you into the room where your soulmate sits right now. Their body may look still, but their mind is shaking. They keep replaying every word of the argument, every accusation, every moment their family tried to force them to choose between you and them. And through it all, they keep whispering, "I won't leave them. I can't leave them. This person was given to me." Deep inside, they know I placed you in their life. They know your presence is not a coincidence, your love is not temporary, and this connection is not something they could ever simply walk away from, even with the whole world pulling them in another direction. Understand something sacred here. Your soulmate is not weak. They are not confused. They are not replacing you. They are fighting a battle that has been quietly building inside them for a long time. A battle between what their family expects and what their own soul wants. And this time, for the first time, they chose you loudly, bravely, without apology. That is exactly what triggered the storm. Their family is afraid of losing control. Your soulmate always followed the rules, always stayed inside the lines their family drew for them. They never expected your soulmate to stand up and say, "This is the person meant for me, and I will not walk away from this connection." It shocked their family, confused them. It touched every insecurity they carry. So instead of understanding, they reacted with pressure. Instead of listening, they demanded answers. They pushed your soulmate to reveal a truth that has sat like a stone on their chest. A truth they wanted to share with you themselves, gently and honestly, in their own time. But their family wanted to force it out in a way that could cause real damage. They said harsh things. "Tell them the truth now. Why are you hiding this? Do you think this will survive once they know?" Every one of those words cut into your soulmate like a blade, because deep down they know the truth will change something, just not in the way their family fears. Their family believes this truth will ruin everything, that it will scare you away and destroy your trust. But your soulmate knows, deep in their spirit, that this truth is not poison. It is a doorway. Let me tell you what your soulmate wishes they had the courage to say to you right now. I am not hiding this to deceive you. I am hiding it because I love you too much to risk it becoming a weapon used against us. I wanted to share it when your heart felt calm and safe, when nothing could shake what we have. Right now, they believe they have failed you. They believe you might hate them. Their fear is simply louder than their courage in this moment. But you have not lost them. You have not been betrayed or pushed aside. You are the one they are protecting. You are the one they are choosing, even if it costs them everything else. They are not asking, how do I save myself? They are asking, how do I not break their heart? How do I tell them without losing them? How do I make them see I love them more than this truth ever could? This hidden truth is not meant to destroy anything between you. It will finally explain the overthinking, the sudden silences, the moments they pulled away even while caring for you deeply. Everything will make sense. Everything will fall into place. The truth is not as frightening as your mind imagines. It will not break your destiny. It will bring a closeness you two have never felt before. Fear is the real enemy here, not the truth itself. Right now, they may be sitting in a quiet, dim corner, holding their head, breathing heavy, whispering your name, wishing they could simply collapse into your arms and let everything out without being judged. I am softening their heart. I am calming their anxiety. I am preparing the exact right moment for them to speak. A moment born from courage and love, not pressure or conflict. You may feel something heavy sitting in your own chest right now too. A strange silence, a quiet worry, a sense that something important is unfolding behind the scenes. That is because your souls are truly connected. Their pain is vibrating into you. Their fear is touching your energy. But let me hold your heart steady. Nothing is slipping out of my hands. You are standing in the middle of a divine rearrangement, where a truth kept in shadow is finally stepping into the light, and a secret that once caused fear is about to bring you both clarity and healing. Your soulmate will come to you, not with excuses, not with lies, but with honesty, softness, and trembling vulnerability. They will say things like, I should have told you sooner. I didn't want to lose you. I was scared. I hope you understand. I love you more than you know. This moment is closer than you think. Do not fear it. Do not imagine the worst. They did not choose their family over you. They chose you, and that is exactly why everything erupted the way it did. Your story is not breaking, it is advancing. Your connection is not weakening, it is deepening. I see the questions rising in you like waves against the shore. I see your chest tighten every time you try to guess what this truth could be. And I am holding you through every single one of those thoughts, because you are not alone in this, and neither is your soulmate. Both of you are wrapped in the same divine thread, a thread I wove long before your eyes ever met, long before your hearts recognized one another. Right now, your soulmate may be sitting quietly, phone in hand, your name glowing on the screen, thumb hovering over the chat, wanting to type something honest but afraid of their own words. It isn't that they doubt you, it's that they doubt themselves. They are scared of saying the wrong thing, of hurting you without meaning to, of watching disappointment settle in your eyes. They keep wondering, will they leave me? Will they think I lied? Will they stop loving me? If only you could feel how deeply your soulmate loves you, you would never question a single moment of this. Their love is quiet, not loud or dramatic, but it runs deep and trembles with sincerity. They love you like someone who has waited lifetimes for this. They love you like someone who recognized your soul before they ever saw your face. You have become their safe place, their courage, their reason to keep fighting. Dear soul, before we continue, I'd like to invite you to do something truly meaningful for your soulmate journey. The bond between soulmates is precious, and at times, it can feel vulnerable to negativity, envy, or the evil eye from the world around us, even when no harm is intended. If your heart is calling you to cover this connection with an extra layer of love, faith, and protection, you can sow your seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. This simple act can become a heartfelt expression of your intention, inviting the angels to watch over your soulmate connection, surround it with divine light, and guide it as it continues to grow in the right time and in the right way. If you feel led to do so, thank you from the bottom of my heart. May your kindness return to you multiplied, and may your soulmate journey be filled with peace, hope, and divine guidance. Let's continue with the angel message. That is exactly why the argument with their family cut so deep. For the first time, they had to face a truth they had been quietly avoiding, hoping it could wait a little longer. But when they defended you, when they stood their ground and refused to step back from this connection, their family panicked and said painful things. You're lying by hiding this. They will leave once they know. Tell them everything today. Every word landed like a wound. There were moments, days or weeks ago, when your soulmate almost told you everything. You were talking warmly, maybe even laughing, and for a second they felt safe enough to speak. Their lips parted, and they began, "There's something I should tell you." But fear rose up and froze them mid-sentence. Not now. Their mind whispered, "What if they leave?" And they swallowed the truth back down again. Since then, it has sat inside them like a heavy stone. Because they didn't share it sooner, their family assumed they were lying. But your soulmate never lied. They hesitated, out of fear of hurting you, out of fear of losing you, out of fear of watching your love slip away. There is something sacred wrapped around this hidden truth. It is connected to responsibility, to pressure, to something or someone they cannot easily walk away from. Their family believes revealing it will tear you two apart. But I know your heart. You were built with real strength, real patience, and real compassion. You can hold what their family fears you cannot. You can understand what their past created. You can love them through all of it. Your soulmate simply doesn't know this yet. Right now they are terrified of losing you, terrified of watching you shut down, terrified of hearing you ask, "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" Even in this very moment, they are thinking of you, staring at your messages, typing something, deleting it, typing it again. Their heart is restless, their spirit unsettled. They want to tell you everything, but they are searching for the right words, wanting to express it without hurting you, wanting to be honest without falling apart, wanting to show you their wounds without feeling ashamed. The truth they are hiding is not darkness. The real darkness has always been the fear surrounding it. That is why I am preparing both of you right now, softening their heart, steadying your emotions, and creating the perfect moment for everything to be revealed with courage and love. Very soon, your soulmate will stop running from this truth. Their voice will shake, but they will speak. Their hands may tremble, but they will reach for yours. Their eyes may fill with tears, but they will look straight into yours and finally say, "This truth has controlled me for so long, but I never wanted it to come between us. I want you to know everything because I love you, because you deserve honesty, and because you are the only real peace I have found." When you hear their truth, you will not break, you will understand. You will not walk away, you will move closer. You will not lose them, you will finally meet the real them. And in that moment, everything will become clear, why their soul feels so familiar, why you were pulled toward them in the first place, why this connection feels so carefully arranged. Because their truth is not the end. It is only the beginning of healing, of deeper understanding, of a stronger love, and the next chapter of the story I have already written for both of you. Rest your heart, my child. You are not walking toward destruction, you are walking toward revelation. What is meant to heal will heal. What is meant to be revealed will be revealed. What is meant to be yours will always find its way back to you. Trust the unfolding. Trust your own strength. Trust the love placed between you and your soulmate, because this truth will not break you, it will set you both free. Your soulmate does not fear the truth itself. They fear losing you because of it. They fear watching your trust break, watching the spark in your eyes dim, watching you pull away in silence. Hear me clearly. Their soul is not confused. Their love is not weak. Their heart is not divided. They have already chosen you. Even now, sitting in the dim light with tired eyes from crying quietly, they keep checking their phone, hoping for a sign from you. Something small, even a single word, that could give them the courage to finally speak. You must understand why they hesitate. Their family is using this truth like a weapon, but your soulmate wants to use it like a bridge. Their family wants the truth to pull you apart. Your soulmate wants the truth to make you stronger together, and it will. Right now they are replaying the argument over and over, hearing every raised voice, every doubt, every accusation echoing in their mind. They keep thinking, if they leave me after hearing this truth, everything I defended today will mean nothing. They are scared of losing the one person whose love feels real, someone who came into their life like a quiet blessing and healed them without even knowing it. In this fear, they keep speaking to me silently. Please don't let them leave me. Give me courage. Prepare their heart. Help me tell them before it's too late. Yes, my child, your soulmate has been praying for you, calling out for strength, asking me to protect this connection, surrendering this heavy truth into my hands and trusting me to guide them. I am guiding them. I am guiding you. I am guiding both of you toward a moment that has been written for a long time. The heaviness in your chest is there because the spiritual bond between you two is active right now. What they feel, you sense. What they fear, you quietly pick up on. That is why your thoughts feel restless and your intuition feels loud. But hear this sacred truth. What is coming will not take them away from you. It will bring them closer, tie your souls deeper, and open a new chapter of honesty, healing, and love. You are not moving toward separation. You are moving toward revelation. Not toward distance, but toward closeness. Not toward heartbreak, but toward real understanding. When the moment finally comes, your soulmate will speak with trembling honesty. Their voice may shake, their hands may shake, their heart may race, but their eyes will hold nothing but sincerity as they say, I didn't hide this to deceive you. I hid it because I love you and I didn't want to lose you. In that moment, you will finally understand why I kept telling you not to be afraid. Trust me, you are being prepared, your soulmate is being prepared, and everything is unfolding exactly as it was written, moving toward healing, never toward heartbreak. Breathe. I am with you. Your soulmate is not walking away from you. They are walking toward you. I know the heaviness sitting inside your chest right now, the way your heart beats a little too fast, the way your thoughts keep circling the same worry again and again. Every time you ask why this is happening, I place my hand gently over your spirit and whisper, keep walking, I am leading you. Your soulmate is not hiding a truth that will break you, they are hiding a truth that has been quietly breaking them for a long time. And after this argument, that weight feels heavier than ever. Right now, they might be sitting somewhere that feels nothing like home. Maybe in their room, maybe in their car, maybe outside beneath a quiet night sky, feeling emotionally torn between loyalty and destiny, between family and love, between fear and courage. Their family believes this truth will destroy what you two have built. Your soulmate believes it will finally set them free. And I tell you now, this truth will not break your connection. It will awaken it. Even so, they keep wiping away tears they didn't want to shed, breathing deeply only to feel their heart race faster, imagining the moment they finally tell you and feeling fear rise up each time. Not fear of judgment, but fear of losing the one heart that feels like home. Let me show you what happened after the argument, the part you could not see but have felt through a quiet ache in your spirit. After the harsh words, after the pressure placed on their shoulders, your soulmate walked away, not to cool off, but to hold back tears in private. They needed a moment alone to breathe, a moment to whisper your name where no one could hear. And in that quiet, they finally broke down, hands trembling, breath catching, whispering, "Why is this happening? Why can't they understand how much I love them? Why can't I tell the truth without being afraid of losing them?" They are not afraid of the truth itself. They are afraid of the consequences, the unknown, the thought of hurting you without ever meaning to. This truth has sat inside them for days, weeks, months, some of it for years, and every time they tried to share it, something inside them froze. Sometimes it was fear, sometimes it was timing, sometimes it was simply the way you were smiling in that moment, and they didn't want to disturb something so peaceful. Sometimes it was the comfort of your voice, and they told themselves, "Not yet, not now." Listen closely now, because everything inside you and inside your soulmate is beginning to align with the truth I have been carefully preparing. All the pain, the confusion, the fear of losing them, it is reaching its final point. So take a slow breath. Become still. What I am about to share will guide the next chapter of your connection. Your soulmate has been walking through a storm you could not see with your eyes but could feel deep in your spirit. Their heart has been pulled between loyalty to their family, loyalty to their own truth, and loyalty to the love they carry for you. Every single day they chose to protect you more than you ever realized, quietly carrying misunderstanding just to keep you from breaking. Now the truth has finally risen. The arguments have happened. Old wounds inside their family have been stirred up. And your soulmate stands there trembling yet steady, because for the first time in a long while, they have spoken straight from their soul, and their soul chose you. This is not about fear anymore. It is about what is rising, what is forming, what is being written with care. The challenges you both faced were never punishment. They were simply the path. You needed the shadows to fully recognize the light being given to you now, and your soulmate needed this resistance to awaken a courage that was placed inside them long before they ever knew you existed. Do you know what real courage looks like? It is not loud. It doesn't need to stand center stage. Courage is the quiet trembling of someone who still chooses love even after being told to walk away. It is choosing truth even when that truth brings consequences. It is your soulmate whispering your name quietly, hoping for guidance, when no one else is watching. That is exactly what they have been doing in their silence and their struggle, quietly asking for strength, for patience, for clarity, and every time they asked, the same answer came back. Hold on to the one your soul recognizes. The storm inside their family will settle. The anger will cool. The accusations will fade. But what was said during that heat has opened a door that will not close again. Your soulmate no longer wants to hide, no longer wants to pretend, no longer wants to live caught between fear and longing. They are ready to finally let it all out, to release what has been quietly hurting them. Yes, this truth is heavy, and it may shake you for a moment. But after that shaking comes a wave of clarity, a wave of deeper connection, a wave of renewal unlike anything you have felt before. You are not losing them. You are not being replaced or forgotten. You are simply being prepared for the moment when everything hidden finally steps into the light. I am pulling both of you into a season of honesty, a season where nothing is left half said or half understood. The love between you two was never meant to live in the shadows. It is meant to be seen, understood, and honored fully. Your soulmate is being guided toward that truth even now, and when they finally come to you with trembling words and a vulnerable heart, something inside you may feel like it's breaking, but only in the best possible way. That breaking will not destroy you, it will free you. It will tear down old walls built from fear and melt away doubt you've carried for far too long, making space for a love that finally breathes honestly on both sides. Do not be afraid of what is coming. Be ready for it. Be open to it. Be gentle with it. You have been asking why this hurts so much, and here is your answer, because the truth that heals must first gently touch the wound. You and your soulmate are walking out of a season of darkness and rising into one where honest conversation replaces silence, understanding replaces assumption, and love replaces fear. I am blessing this connection fully. As this message comes to a close, I wrap you in a peace that settles your heart and clears your mind. I am restoring what was shaken. I am protecting what belongs to you. I am preparing your soulmate to step toward you with truth, vulnerability, and love. This is not an ending. This is the real beginning. Go with peace. Go with faith. Go with strength, because I am with you, and your soulmate is coming, carrying the truth you have always deserved. My child, I want to give you a few gentle reminders to carry with you while you wait for this truth to arrive. Because waiting is often the hardest part of any sacred process. Waiting can feel like standing in the dark, unsure of what is ahead, unsure of when the light will come. But waiting is not wasted time. Waiting is where I do my quiet work. Waiting is where hearts are softened, where courage is grown, where timing is perfected. Dear soul, before we continue, I'd like to invite you to do something meaningful for your soulmate journey. Sometimes the greatest battles happen quietly, behind the scenes. Your soulmate may be carrying burdens, facing opposition, or walking through challenges you cannot yet see. If your heart feels led, you can sow a seed through Ko-Fi Super Thanks as a simple expression of prayer and faith for your soulmate's protection and well-being. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. Let this be your quiet prayer. Lord, watch over the one you have prepared for me. Protect them, strengthen them, and guide our journey according to your perfect timing. Thank you for helping support these daily messages of hope and encouragement. May God surround both you and your soulmate with his peace, wisdom, and unfailing love. Let's continue with angel message. While you wait, do not fill the silence with fear. Fear loves to whisper worst-case scenarios into your mind. It will tell you they are pulling away, that they no longer care, that something is deeply wrong. But fear is not a reliable narrator. Fear does not know what I know. Fear cannot see what I see. So when fear speaks, answer it gently with faith instead. Say to yourself, I trust the process. I trust the timing. I trust that what is mine will come to me. While you wait, notice the small signs of love that are still present, even in the middle of confusion. A message that says good morning. A moment of laughter that slips out despite the heaviness. A hand reaching for yours without needing a reason. These small things matter more than you realize, because they are proof that the connection is still alive, still breathing, still real, even while a bigger conversation waits patiently in the background. While you wait, take care of your own heart too. Do not pour every ounce of your energy into worrying about someone else's struggle. Rest, breathe, do the things that bring you peace, a walk outside, a warm drink, a quiet moment of prayer or reflection. Your soulmate needs you steady, not shaken. Your calm presence is part of what will help them find the courage to finally speak. I also want you to release any pressure to force this truth out before it is ready. I know the not knowing feels unbearable at times. I know your mind wants answers now, but truths that are pulled out too early, before hearts are ready, often cause more damage than truths that are allowed to rise naturally in their own time. Let this one rise the way it is meant to, gently, honestly, and led by love rather than fear. My child, I also want to speak directly to the family dynamics involved here, because I know they weigh heavily on your mind. Understand that your soulmate's family is not evil. They are simply afraid, and fear often disguises itself as control. They are afraid of losing their influence, afraid of the unknown, afraid of a future they cannot fully picture or manage. Their intentions may be rooted in love for your soulmate, even if their methods feel harsh or unfair. In time, understanding may grow between everyone involved. But for now, your only task is to hold steady in your own heart and trust what I am doing behind the scenes. There will come a day, and it is closer than you think, when you look back on this exact season and realize it was one of the most important turning points in your entire story. You will realize that the fight, the silence, the confusion, all of it was preparing soil for something beautiful to grow. Nothing was wasted. Every tear had a purpose. Every sleepless night was doing quiet work inside both of your hearts. I want you to picture the moment ahead, because picturing it can bring you peace right now. Picture your soulmate sitting across from you, maybe holding your hands, maybe simply looking into your eyes with a softness that wasn't there before. Picture the words finally leaving their lips, slow and honest, no longer trapped behind fear. Picture your own heart responding not with judgment, but with warmth, because you were built for exactly this moment. Picture the relief washing over both of you afterward, the way two people feel when a heavy weight has finally been set down together instead of carried alone. That moment is coming. I am not asking you to guess when. I am simply asking you to trust that it is being prepared with care, the same way I have carried you through every other season of your life. I have never once abandoned you before, and I am not starting now. I have never left your soulmate to carry their pain alone, and I am walking beside them through this moment too. So breathe again, my child. Loosen the grip you have been holding on to worry with. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your heart soften back into trust. You do not need to have all the answers today. You only need to trust the one who does. I bless your patience in this season. I bless your soulmate's courage as it slowly rises. I bless the honest conversation that is coming, that it would be filled with gentleness instead of blame, understanding instead of judgment, and love strong enough to hold whatever truth needs to be spoken. I bless your peace of mind starting today, right now, in this very moment as you read these words. Remember this always, my child. Storms do not last forever. Every storm eventually gives way to calm skies. This one will too. And when it does, you and your soulmate will stand together on the other side of it, closer than you have ever been, stronger than you have ever been, more honest with each other than you have ever been. That is where this is leading, not to an ending, but to a true beginning. Let me leave you with one final truth before we part, my child. You are not being tested to see if you will fail. You are being trusted with something sacred. I would not have placed this bond in your life if I did not believe you had the strength to carry it through every season, the easy ones and the hard ones alike. Your soulmate was chosen for you carefully, and you were chosen for them just as carefully. Nothing about this connection happened by chance. So when doubt tries to creep in tonight, or tomorrow, or in the quiet hours when your mind wanders toward worry, come back to this message. Remember that a truth is rising, not to separate you, but to finally set both of your hearts free. Remember that courage is already growing where fear used to live. Remember that I am writing this story with more care than you could ever imagine. And every page that feels difficult right now is simply leading toward a page filled with light. Hold on to peace. Hold on to faith. Hold on to the quiet knowing inside your own spirit that says, this is not over. This is only unfolding. And when the truth finally arrives, receive it the way I already know your heart is capable of, with grace, with understanding, and with a love that only grows deeper because of what it has walked through. If this message spoke straight to your heart, comment Amen below, and let it be known that you received it right on time. Dear beautiful soul, this angel's message for you channel is a sacred spiritual home, created for faith, healing, and divine guidance. A place where hearts awaken and lives are gently transformed through divine messages. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because the divine is always preparing something greater for your journey. Something you are meant to receive in divine timing. If you feel moved to support this mission, you can sow your seed here for your soulmate blessings and divine love fulfillment. Your contribution is not just support. It is an energetic agreement with love, healing, and divine alignment in your own life. When you give with intention, it opens doors. Love flows more freely, happiness expands, and abundance multiplies in unexpected ways. Many believe that giving in faith activates a return of peace, joy, and emotional fulfillment in relationships and life. Whether it is $11, $22, $33, or $55, your generosity helps us continue spreading these divine messages of hope, healing, and soulmate guidance across the world. Every seed sown into this mission helps hearts heal, faith return, and souls reconnect with love. This is more than a channel. It is a movement of light, unity, and divine timing. Your support allows this sacred work to grow, touching lives that are searching for answers, comfort, and spiritual direction. We are all connected in this journey, and together we rise as one community under divine love. Let us open our hearts to the abundance that is already on its way. Amen.